There have been many improvements to surge protection product offerings over the last few years. Did you know that surge protectors are starting to capture power quality information? In today's episode of The Power Grid, we're going to look at the recent improvements in surge protection and why these improvements came about. Hello and welcome back to The Power Grid, a podcast to help you build reliability in your electrical system and give you confidence in your power. I'm Brian Brannigan with Power Protection Products. We have been solving power quality problems for almost 30 years. We're your trusted advisor for critical power, cooling, and energy solutions. Today's surge protection devices can now not only indicate power surges, these devices can date and timestamp surges, as well as classify surges into categories, such as small, medium, and large surges. This information will be vital when trying to figure out what happened to the electrical system and when it happened. Modern surge protection devices can also indicate the health or life of the protection circuit by the use of indicator lights, such as green, amber, or red on each phase. This is critical information when considering surge protection replacement. Imagine being a facility electrical maintenance manager coming to the factory early Monday morning and finding out that some of the critical production lines aren't working, and you don't know why. Thunderstorms might have come through the area over the weekend, but this doesn't explain what happened to your production equipment and why it's down. So in addition to trying to figure out how to fix this and get the factory running again, you need some sort of diagnostic tool to tell you what happened, when, and why. And that's the reason we're looking at what's new in surge protection today. There have been a variety of new products introduced in the surge protection market over the last few years. First of all, we have much smarter diagnostics. We have surge suppressors that look like a breaker, and we have more options in DIN rail mounted surge protection. Let's talk about some of the new technology. In the past, we've had surge protectors with surge counters on the main display, but there's always been issues with these surge counters. We didn't know at what level they counted a surge, what phase the surge came in on, and what the count was prior to the weekend or the night before. A lot of these issues have been resolved and updated with monitoring features. Today's surge suppression has advanced monitoring displays. You'll see a tri-colored LED indicator light that tells you the status per phase. You'll also be able to have the surge magnitude categorized into low, medium, and high categories, as well as the total surge count on the software that's operating in the surge suppressor. This software can also date and timestamp the events in a log. It will even give you the percent of remaining protection on the surge suppressor itself. Now, all of this technology can also have remote communication capabilities. You can hook a surge suppressor up to an RJ45 Ethernet port, or an onboard web page, or a Modbus, a BACnet, or even some sort of gateway or dashboard that you might be using to manage your facility already. Now, a surge suppressor is not a power quality metering device, but you will get some functional information off of the software on the surge suppressor that can tell you exactly when the surge came in, what phase it came in on, how big the surge was, and it will also tell you if the surge suppressor is still healthy after taking on that surge. Now, the surge suppression device can communicate online, or you can actually pull most of this information off the display on the surge suppressor. The surge suppressor display can now give you the catalog number, the time frame, the firmware version, indicator lights that tell you that it's fully protected or less than 100% protection remaining, or even no protection at all. There's also QR codes and input buttons on the face of the new surge suppression devices. You can also get all of this information loaded onto a dashboard so you can see it on your desk in your office. In addition to more information built into surge suppression devices, there's also new shapes and forms of surge suppression devices. There's a new breaker retrofit surge protection device. It's built for installation directly into a panel board or a switchboard without any modifications. It looks like a breaker. It fits in an FD frame breaker slot. It's direct bus mounted, or in this case integral. It's available with EMI RFI filtering and can provide all the way up to 100 Ka of surge protection. Also new in the surge suppression device world are a variety of options in the DIN rail mounting applications where space is limited. You can get surge suppressors all the way up to 50 Ka that can actually go into a DIN rail. These options are both AC and DC voltages. They can range from 480 volts on a little DIN rail device all the way down to 5 volt DC. These devices can have up to a 20 Ka nominal discharge current rating, and you can get a red and green light status indication flag. There's also an optional RC connector for remote monitoring. Surge protection devices are making all sorts of advancements in the realm of power quality. Today's new surge protectors can provide a lot more meaningful information about power surge timing, size, and impact, as well as predicting the useful life of the protection circuit. This can be great information for the facility manager when determining when and how equipment is failing due to power surges. Check out the links in the show notes to learn more about these new surge protectors.